Welcome back to Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call. We're going back out to the phone line, switching gears here, going out to Tony in the Hill District. How you doing, Tony?
Hello, Rich. Hello, Jane. How are you?
Good. Thanks for calling.
I just want to say this. I'm not taking nothing away from LeVeon Bell, but sometimes, to me, you have to get what you can take, because at the end of this season coming up, next year, he's going to be a free agent. There is no team in the NFL that's going to give you $70 million over 5 years. And I do say this. If they do give him $70 million, then Todd Gurley, Jay Ajayi, Ezekiel Elliott, and Leonard Fournette deserve $70 million too.
I mean, they're all different kind of bags, Tony. I think the one thing Le'Veon Bell, he wants paid as the #1 running back, but also as a #2 receiver. He wants paid as an offensive weapon. And I also think there's maybe some, I don't know if you want to call it jealousy, but there's a competition between him and Antonio Brown on the team, right? He wants to be paid as much as Antonio Brown. I mean, because arguably Le'Veon Bell is probably the team MVP.
Well, yeah, players are competitive about what they get paid. What he's going to get paid after this year, I think will end up being more. There's always some team out there willing to give somebody a ridiculous contract. I mean, that's how we got here in the first place.
Yeah, you look at Adrian Peterson. I don't know if we'll get back to that point, but he wants to get the running backs back to that point, making $20 million a year. And I guarantee you, Tony, there'll be a team like either the Browns or the Jets or the Bills or any one of those teams that's going to give him $80 million 5 years.
Look at what teams are paying
like
for even really, suspect quarterbacks are getting incredible contracts. Now, that's quarterback that's different, but still. If Le'Veon Bell has a great year and he's healthy at the end of this year, he'll do better by being a free agent.
Yeah, and I don't think that I don't know about you, but I don't think that the Steelers would franchise him again at $20 million, unless they think that this spends last year and maybe that's one.
Can't they franchise him again for like 17.5? Or
no, it's $20 million plus. What I saw was $20 million, $20.8 million or something.
Yeah, it won't be that.
Yeah, so I would think that that's a far-fetched idea. All right, let's go back out to the phone lines. We're going to go out to Sebastian in the North Hills. How you doing, Sebastian?
Rich, how you doing? Nice suit, man.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
It is nice.
Hey,
yeah, I like it a lot. This is like a Pomp suit.
Very
Pomp
nice.
would wear something like this.
He would.
All right, go ahead.
Hey, looking good on my end, man. I want to talk about Antonio Brown and on the cover of Madden.
Yeah.
Do you think that's going to hurt us with our push to the stairway to 7, or do you think it's going to be business as usual? Now, I say that with the caveat that, Brady came out last year and pretty much came out flat in the Super Bowl. So, I mean, do you think Juju's going to come up, in Antonio's spot? What are your guys' thoughts?
All right, thanks. Hey, I don't believe in the curse, the Madden curse. Antonio Brown is about distractions. I don't think this is a big issue at all. I mean, he Facebook Live and all these other things. There's always something going on with Antonio Brown. Some kind of controversy or whatever, and it doesn't seem to really affect him. So I don't think this is going to be an issue at all.
I was in Minnesota for the Super Bowl. I can tell you that Tom Brady did not come out flat in the Super Bowl. There were more yards in the Super Bowl than in any game ever played.
Yeah, and Tom Brady's been on it. Rob Gronkowski, Richard Sherman, Odell Beckham Jr. I don't think it's a big issue. I mean, Brown called it a big honor. I think for a lot of guys that do play video games and that generation, all those guys play Madden. They played in the locker room all the time. And, this is huge. I mean, he's the one player that's on the cover of the most popular game within the football group of people. So we have time for one quick phone call. Let's go out to, who are we going to go out to? Bob. Bob. What's up, Bob? Bob, you there?
I'm here.
Yeah, go ahead, real quick.
Hey, guys, real quick here. Yeah, I just wondering, with the guys they've been sending back down to Indianapolis, with Luplo and Max Moroff, they're both hitting under 200. How can they have a bench that's supposed to do anything?
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea what the Pirates' philosophy is. It's just so frustrating sometimes.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, having Max Moroff and Luplo up here. I mean, I would still have Austin Meadows. You still want to put your best team together, and for them to say this has nothing to do with Super 2, I'm just not buying it. I don't buy anything that they say over there sometimes. It's frustrating. I'm a frustrated Pirates fan, Gene. Can't help it.
You should stop being a fan, Rich.
Yeah, well, I grew up here, and I was a big fan of the team in the 90s, and it's just frustrating. I understand from a fan's point of view.
Absolutely.
All right, back in a couple minutes to wrap things up.